Hi, I'm Jean Berry, and I'm here today to talk to you about the Blessings and Peace Project. The Blessings and Peace Project is a project I started over 10 years ago. Actually, it's 14 years ago with my dear friend, Lynn True. Now, Lynn died in 2005 of breast cancer, and the years before that, though, we spent on a quest to find out who heals and why. We studied with gurus, we read books, she went to China, I went to Kauai, went to the Sedona Desert. We did all kinds of things to discover how that works. And along the way, we developed this really sweet little project called the Blessings and Peace Project. And it really started at the beginning. We were listening to something on healing, of course, that's where it came from. And the speaker was suggesting that, if your arm hurt, that you simply pat your arm and say, "Peace to my arm, peace to my arm." And as we discussed that and walked through all the iterations of that and healing, we started to say, well, what if you directed it at other people and you sent them blessings and peace? Like, not only are you sending them peace, but you send them great blessings pouring down on them. Well, at that time, Lynn's son was in grade school, and he was having trouble with a bully. And we said, you know what? Why don't we do an experiment? Let's try sending blessings and peace to her son's bully. So whenever I saw Lynn, we would simply, when it popped in our head, we'd say, oh, blessings and peace to his bullies. And that was all we did, and we went about our days. Well, this went on for a few months, and it was summer break, and then school started. And on the first day of school, her son came bursting through the door at the end of the day and said, "Mom, Mom, Mom, you're never going to believe what happened." And she's like, "What?" Of course, she wasn't even thinking about the bully thing at that point, but he said, "You know what? Both those two kids who were bullying me, they both transferred out of the school." Well, when she told me that, we got goosebumps. We're like, oh my gosh, are we truly that powerful? Of course, we don't take any credit for any of that, of course. The divine's role in all of this is the secret to having it happen, right? And so we started practicing it on other situations. One of Lynn's friends had come and said, hey, actually, my son's having trouble with a bully too. And so we added him to the list. We'd just say, okay, blessings and peace to her friend's son's bully. We didn't know his name. We didn't even know the son's name. But we would do that. And now she didn't actually see that friend for quite some time. And maybe 3 or 4 months passed before she saw her again. And it was kind of funny. So when she told me the story, she said, well, I ran into her and I asked her, so whatever happened with the bully thing? Because we were still sending blessings and peace. And she says, oh my gosh, you will never guess what happened. And she's like, what? What happened? And of course she's thinking the kid moved away or something like that, right? But you know what happened? She said, they are best friends now. Goosebump time again. And it started to have us think, oh my gosh, so what can happen when you're sending blessings and peace? And actually, there's 3 things that happen. The first thing that happens is, of course, they change. Like something in them shifts to make it work and to have life work better and the relationship work better. They change. Of course, one of the other things that can happen is you change. You shift how you perceive the world, how you perceive that person, how you communicate with that person. You change, and it makes the bullying situation go away. And in that friend's case, I think they both changed, right? The other kid changed a bit, and this kid changed. Now, the last thing that can happen, of course, as happened with Lynn's son, is the situation can change. For whatever reason, the divine puts their hand in and says, you know what? Let's take them out of the picture because this can't adjust on its own right now, or that's not the plan. And so one of those 3 things is going to happen. And so over the years, we have practiced this on all kinds of things, coworkers, bosses, world leaders, and siblings and spouses, and bullies of all types. and people that we perceive as bullies. And it is transformed 100% of the time. And so I challenge you to take on the bullies or uncomfortable relationships in your life and send them blessings and peace. That's all it takes. When it pops in your head, you send blessings and peace. And you do it until the relationship transforms. That's all. And when all the relationships that are close to you have transformed, then you can start moving to community leaders and people within your realm and companies that operate in your city. And when those feel like they've all transformed, then you can start moving to world leaders and world relationships. And here's the only warning. You can't go straight to world leaders because there's not enough peace generated in the local heart, in the hearts of the people of your community to cause enough peace to shift the world. Yet, each person, a step at a time, can start cultivating that. And we can, together, cause world peace. So I invite you to list the people that you are sending blessings and peace. What are your personal blessings and peace projects right now? You don't have to say their names. You can just identify them by their, who they are to you, your friend, your boss, mayor of your city, whatever that is, and you can list it here, and we will all collectively send blessings and peace to your blessings and peace projects. And then we'd also love to hear your stories. I'll start posting some of the stories that I alluded to earlier about the very cool things that can happen when you're sending blessings and peace. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm so excited to launch this project, especially in a time that seems so volatile and it seems like there's nothing that we can do. So let's do it together. Thanks.